Hi friends, I hope you all are doing good and awesome. And today I want to actually talk about how you can essentially multiply your cryptos, right? So there are a lot of options available out there which you could essentially use to invest your cryptos and multiply your cryptos without any volatility, right? Because as an investor, a lot of people would want to multiply their bitcoins in terms of bitcoins, Ethereum in terms of Ethereum, and Ripple or XRP in terms of XRP, right? So you can essentially go with 2 3 options, right? So one is essentially lending. So there are a lot of platforms like Binance, KuCoin, and one is amazing by Metric Sport, right? Where you could essentially go there and lend your cryptos as low as like $10, $50, $100 with interest rate ranging from anywhere approximately from 3% to over 12% and even 100% per annum. But of course, right, 100% interest rates are the trades or essentially the market bid is very unlikely to approve, because always a trader or a borrower would look forward for an interest rate which is very competitive enough. And also other way is basically flexible deposits in Binance, essentially, right? So Binance is offering a tons of flexible deposit options where you could essentially invest. So this is not essentially lending, but this is where you are essentially investing your cryptos at a fixed rate of return, right? So anyway, that is ranging from approximately 0.5% to around 3%, 6%, and even 8% APR. Annual rate of return. And the third and the most amazing way is essentially staking, right? So staking is a mechanism where a hodler is essentially awarded for holding their cryptocurrencies. So in staking, when you're holding, like for example TRX, or when you're holding BitTorrent, right, the staking rewards for the hodlers are distributed in terms of Tron or in terms of BitTorrent. So here you don't need to essentially invest or deposit, but you're just getting it because you are essentially in hodler. So I think this space, the way it is taking up, is really amazing, right? Where it's giving an opportunity to multiply the wealth in terms of cryptos, which was never possible before. And as in hodler, you are essentially getting awarded. So you can easily make, even in staking, anywhere from 3% to up to 15-20%, depending on how the blockchain network is essentially performing, the transactions which blockchain is essentially able to cover, and a lot of other things. So you could always read about and study about staking. Staking is one of the amazing concepts out there, and you would essentially like to hold coins which is having a market value of over like about $100 million plus, and which is essentially growing and which has a good community base. So whenever I look forward to invest, I invest in assets which has a good community base, projects are good, and I also do a lot of my due diligence, because I have been in this space for a while. I have a good connect across the community, and I'll kind of deep dive, talk to the people and understand about the project, meet and talk to the founders, talk to the people who are involved or working with that project, and essentially get their perspective. So it's very important to know the team behind every successful project and what they are working, right? So you could essentially go that. So guys, multiply your cryptos, keep hodling, and cheers and take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.